I want to just, if you don't mind, there's an effort to try to create this commission here in the House to investigate so-called left-wing groups and fomenting violence and the like, or at least their speech and all. You've seen this from Chip Roy calling for this in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk. Do you think it makes sense to create some sort of commission or to investigate what's happening on the left?
You're asking the whip to step into areas that are actually up to the speaker, number one. Number two, I understand the Chip Roys and the others, why they're so frustrated. This is a left-wing problem. I mean, when you have a Rutgers poll that 55% of people who are on the left politically in this country think it's minimally acceptable to assassinate a president, a Republican president, that's unacceptable. And what happened last week was also unacceptable in this country, and to have a representative like mine at home, Ilhan Omar, say such disgusting things about it's okay for someone to assassinate a conservative that you disagree with, it's not okay in this country.
Do you think there's any...
In a shocking turn of events, the GOP's resolution to censure Ilhan Omar after her disrespectful comments about Charlie Kirk has failed by a single vote. Despite Omar's long history of controversial remarks, Democrats, and even 4 Republicans, blocked the censure effort. This video dives into the betrayal, the historical weight of this moment, and why free speech is being twisted to protect radicals instead of defending American values.
The House will be in order. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from South Carolina seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to a question of the privileges of the House and offer the resolution that was previously noticed.
The clerk will report the resolution.
House Resolution 713, whereas Charlie Kirk was a lifelong advocate for freedom of speech, civil political discourse, and the political engagement of youth, whereas Charlie Kirk was a man of deep faith, a husband, and a father of 2 young children, whereas on September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated on the campus of Utah Valley University while exercising his First Amendment right to freedom of speech. Whereas on September 11, 2025, one day after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar gave an interview on a Zateo town hall with Mahdi Hassan in which she smeared Charlie Kirk and implied he was to blame for his own murder. Whereas on September 12, 2025, 2 days after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar reposted a video on X, formerly known as Twitter, which disparaged the character of Charlie Kirk and those mourning his death. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X states, Charlie Kirk is dead, and before the body got cold, the far right propped his corpse up as a cardinal for their holy war. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, don't be fooled. These people don't give a single shit about Charlie Kirk. They are just using his death to further their Christo-fascist agenda. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, Charlie Kirk was a reprehensible human being. He enacted his political agenda by preying on weak-minded people. He took complex socioeconomic issues and simplified them by pointing fingers at outgroups, demonizing those groups, and seeking his massive following on them. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, Charlie Kirk was a stochastic terrorist, an adamant transphobe. He denied the genocide happening in Palestine. He believed in the subjugation of women. And in his last dying words, he was spewing racist dog whistles. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, Charlie Kirk was Dr. Frankenstein and his monster shot him through the neck. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further blames Charlie Kirk for his own murder. Whereas Clause 1 of Rule 23 of the Rules of the House of Representatives provides a member, delegate, resident commissioner, officer, or employee of the House shall behave at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibly on the House. And whereas Representative Ilhan Omar's actions in the wake of the assassination of Charlie Kirk are reprehensible and affect the dignity and integrity of the proceedings of the House and do not reflect credibly on the House, now therefore be it resolved that 1, Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota be censured. 2, Representative Ilhan Omar forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. 3, Representative Ilhan Omar be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker. And 4, Representative Ilhan Omar be and is hereby removed from the Committee on Education and Workforce and the Committee on the Budget of the House.
The resolution qualifies. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Massachusetts seek recognition?
I have a motion at the desk,
The
Mr.
clerk will
Speaker.
report the motion.
Ms. Clark of Massachusetts moves to lay the resolution on the table.
The question is on the motion offered by the gentlewoman from Massachusetts. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I request a call of the yeas and nays.
The yeas and nays are requested. Those favoring a vote by the yeas and nays will rise. A sufficient number having risen, the yeas and nays are ordered. Members will record their votes by an electronic device. This is a 5-minute vote.
Welcome back to Alyson Reacts. Before we get into today's breaking news, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Every voice matters in this fight for our freedom, and I need you standing shoulder to shoulder with me as we continue exposing the truth. Now, let's talk about what just happened in Congress. Republicans brought forward a resolution to censure Ilhan Omar after her disgraceful comments about Charlie Kirk following his passing. It should have been a straightforward vote, an opportunity for Congress to stand up and say enough is enough. Omar has a long record of controversial, un-American statements, and this was the perfect time to hold her accountable. But what happened? The effort failed. 214 voted to block the censure, while 213 voted for it. And here's the kicker. It wasn't just Democrats circling the wagons around Omar. 4 Republicans broke ranks and sided with the left. 4 so-called conservatives handed Ilhan Omar a political victory. Let's call it what it is, a betrayal. Omar reposts a video mocking Charlie Kirk, shows no respect to his grieving family, and then doubles down in interviews. And yet, when the time comes to censure her, the same Democrats who preach tolerance and unity shield her from consequences. And shockingly, 4 Republicans help them do it. Now, some argue this is about free speech. They say disciplining Omar would be a violation of her First Amendment rights. But let's be honest, this isn't about free speech. No one is saying Omar can't speak. She does plenty of that. This is about accountability. When you stand in the halls of Congress, representing the American people, you are held to a higher standard. Mocking the death of a conservative leader and disrespecting millions of Americans who loved him isn't just speech, it's indecency. It's a slap in the face to every patriot in this country. Charlie Kirk spent his life fighting for conservative values, building a movement, and defending our freedoms. Whether you agreed with him on every issue or not, he was a warrior for America. For Omar to take a cheap shot at him in death is despicable. And for Congress to look the other way tells us just how far this nation has fallen in terms of basic respect and moral courage. We need to remember this moment. Remember the names of those 4 Republicans who chose to side with Omar over their own party and their own voters. Remember that Democrats will always protect their own, no matter how radical or disrespectful their behavior. And remember that the GOP still has too many weak links that fold under pressure. This was more than a censure vote. This was a test of whether Congress would defend American values or let radicals continue spitting on them. Sadly, we now know the answer. But here's the good news. Patriots across this country are awake. We see what's happening. We know who's standing up for us and who's selling us out. And come election time, we will not forget. Friends, the battle for freedom is not fought only on the floor of Congress. It's fought in our homes, in our communities, and in the choices we make at the ballot box. Omar may have dodged accountability this time, but the American people won't let this kind of betrayal stand forever. So let me ask you, do you think Omar should have been censured for her remarks about Charlie Kirk? Do you believe those 4 Republicans betrayed their voters? Let me know in the comments, because this conversation matters. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. The fight for truth is only just beginning, and we're not backing down. God bless you. God bless Charlie Kirk's legacy, and God bless the United States of America.